Welcome back. Don't know if we've got a video series on this, but this is Harlan's 1970 Roadrunner that he's had since 1982. We've done a little bit to it over the years, but not a lot. You know, it's pretty similar to how we used to drive it. We did have to rebuild the shifter a while back, and you know, you guys have seen under the hood. I know that. But today we have what's always going to inevitably happen: this pinion seal. I'm sure, yeah, you can see it's already leaking and he just moved it over. So, unfortunately, even not being used, just sitting there, they do eventually fail. So, we're about to find out if that's difficult or not. Okay, so we're taking her up. She seems pretty sturdy now. You can see, another one of them mean ball of snakes kind of cars. And you're just walking around with me while I'm looking for any issues. Okay. Everything's looking pretty good. Alright, you want to put her on a lock? There we go. Alright. Oh, there's another one where you did the gas tank. So, let's see here. Everything looks pretty clean. You got your, what'd you call that, Rusty Jones or whatever? You know, and then remember, these are a torque box. Looks like we're obviously breathing to the ground. Okay, yeah, this is the rebuilt shifter we did a few years back, because they do get sloppy over time. Oh yeah, that's right, everything under here is tight. Not a ton of room. But alright, well, we're going to go ahead, get the drive shaft out, and see just how difficult it's going to be to do this. Because this poor pinion, you know, well, you can see my thumb there, she leaks. It's not uncommon. So, okay, we'll bring you back in a little bit. Okay, just got the caps off, getting ready to pull it. Grabbed my tape because I don't feel like rebuilding U-joints today. Because you know, if you drop a cap and you lose the needles, there's the one always missing. You never find that last one. And then you get to go buy another U-joint. So getting ready to pop that out. Okay, that actually came off easier than we expected. So just held the yoke with a very large channel lock. 1 1/8 inch backwards, and boom, popped right off. So next, before I go yanking this, I'm going to get our new one and compare them. And just make sure we're happy before we pull it. I know this one leaks, but the wrong one leaks even worse. Okay, we're going to run some emery on it just to make sure, but I can't feel any of that discoloration. So I don't think we have a groove. The new seal popped in, no problem. Obviously it's going to keep leaking because that's the nature of gear oil until we get that in there. And then something that I've done in the past and I'm definitely doing again is before it goes in, I'm going to put just a little bit of RTV on these splines so that when we slide it in, that's not a migration path for grease, particularly for a car that sits a lot. Okay, and we got to hit 240 foot-pounds here, so he's out looking for the big wrench. We may have to go to my shop because I know where mine is. He hasn't seen his in years, so we'll see how that goes. And we're coming back because we had to go grab a tool from my house. So we'll set her for 240 and go to town. Okay, so we've got the drive shaft back in. Torquing that bolt was not as funny as I had hoped. That really actually sucked. You know, had to really go wide on the jaws on the very giant slip joint pliers and let them wedge in. But we got it. It wasn't fun, but we did it. So we verified the fluid in here. It's right at the threads, so we're not even going to monkey with that. We put more fluid in here, and getting ready to drop the car back down. So hopefully that holds up, doesn't leak. You know, we've sprayed it a bunch of times, so hopefully we've gotten all the fluid out of right in here. But, you know, well, you can see even right there, there'll be a little bit yet. So, alright, let's bring her down. One of the vexing problems in this car has always been the tach. And years ago when we rebuilt the dash, he bought a tach, and it was supposed to be the cat's meow and fix all the problems, and it still does it. Still does that little bouncing off the MSD box. So he's got another tach in that postal box right there that is supposed to be the next cat's meow and fix the problem. I hope so, because changing these, it's not very fun. So unfortunately, you know, that's our source right there, is that MSD box. And not all factory style gauges appreciate it. So we're gonna get a towel or two and lay in here and crawl back under the dash. It's been a few years. So this is what we're talking about. Let me slide you through the wheel here. See, you're bouncing a little. That tick, tick, tick. That's the thing that he doesn't like. So we're gonna see if this gets better. That wasn't fun. Let's see. That one's out now. Oh no, we can't use the new one. It's at the wrong time. Oh no. They sent us a 1240.
Really?
Yeah, and this one, you know, it's 535. Oh, good thing we got this little knob, huh? Oh, that wasn't fun. But we got her in there, getting ready to hook up a battery and see if this works. Let's find out. Okay. There's a good sign, and we didn't put that on. He's got a new one. So he wants to get that from the house and put it on there. But we have a second hand. So I don't think I need a pump shot here. I'm in neutral. Let's see what we got here. Give her a second. She jumps a little, but not as bad, I'm thinking. Of course, on the same token, oh, apparently I'm turning. Yeah, see, now that we're at a steady idle, you can see her. Yeah, she looks pretty steady, actually. Trying to get her to focus. Look at that. Maybe we actually fixed it. Yeah, now he's just playing with light bulbs. Yeah, she's not drifting any more than you would expect for a car like this. This cam isn't exactly rock steady. Okay, so she's back up on the lift. Nice and sturdy. But because he said she is due for an oil change this week, so might as well put her back up for him. There. That's probably going to be a wrap for this. So at this point, if you see ShopWrecks, then have a good night. Thanks for watching. If you don't see ShopWrecks next, well then we did something else. ShopWrecks says put your tools away or else.